A nerd. Anyway, no, the Yusha from the land of Yusha land, and as you can tell from the title, I have tried Adobe Fresco, like the very first doodle of who knows how many. I'm just gonna talk about what I thought about it, and as you've probably seen from and gotten excited about by a more popular video by a more popular YouTuber, Lavender Town, that I have, that I pretty much just tried them out for the live brushes because the live brushes looked really cool. So this doodle is technically done in Adobe Fresco just to use those brushes, to be honest. But as Lavender Town inferred or implied that the live brushes most likely would not be something that you would keep forever for free. In fact, as they said, that it would have quite a few months of a free trial, and then after that you would have to pay for Adobe for it, or you could have buy a Creative Cloud, and which is already for poor struggling artists, or it's already gonna be pretty pretty expensive right there. But anyway, I tried it, and I'm not sure what to think. I kind of like what Lavender Town said too. I gotta start referring to other YouTubers excessively within a minute of a time frame. But yeah, I got mixed feelings about it too because I don't know. I just been just very very used to Procreate app, and that's my favorite drawing app right now of all time. So it's so yeah, I guess when you're so fixated or just really working in one program for so long that you get so used to it that trying out any other trying out any program in general outside of the one you're so comfortable to can feel weird. So yeah, after using Procreate so long, using and loving Procreate for so long, yeah, it felt really weird to switch back even for a very brief drawing. It felt really weird. Pretty much any drawing software, or at least ones on the iPad, usually feel as if they have a very similar interface, having the layers kind of like in that style, and I don't know, just something about the interface about any popular drawing app feels similar to one another. So I don't know, it feels kind of weird. I don't know, the interface, the way the top, I don't know what you call it, but the things at the top, how you can go back to your gallery, and I don't know, the brush symbol and everything. I don't know, it kind of has an overall vibe that really really reminds me of Procreate, and other iPad apps out there that I have and have not used. So yeah, I do think I am also on par with anybody who thinks that the live brushes are cool and very interesting and epic. But I don't know, I tried it, to be honest, I kind of made this particular doodle seen in this video. I kind of did it just so I could try them out at least once, because, I don't know, just to feel cool to myself that I tried it. I don't know. They were cool, but I don't know, when I first used them in this particular doodle, I kind of fell out of, liking it. I don't know, not saying that, other people won't like it. I think they will, and I think that's the big reason why they would start to use it, is because of those, live brushes and stuff. Oh yeah, and the character being shown in this video is, not an OC per se, but more like a fan art ish doodle of Henry Wilkes from both I Am Steve the Terror and I don't know the actual actor's name, but I Am Steve the Terror and the Franklin expedition in general. I've been going on kind of a roll with designing characters and coming up with alternate reality versions of their actual outfits, what they would have actually worn. So I created a new outfit for members of the Franklin expedition and other medieval figures, or just the story I'm working on is a mixture of real life event with fictitious stuff going on, of course, but also a mix of genuine OCs like original characters mixed with a large amount of other characters that are a part of the cast that are also real people mixed in with characters of my genuine creation. And even the people that are based in real people have outfits that are reminiscent to real what they would have real actually worn in the respective time periods. I don't know. So I don't know, fantasy or quote updated versions of what they would have actually worn. I don't know. So yeah, sorry if I go on tangents or just, go on about unrelated things, but at least it's not a clickbait title in which I mention Adobe Fresco and don't actually show anything about it. You are seeing footage of it right now, and using Procreate so much, like I said, it takes a bit of time to get used to other tools, and you can tell with like the eyedropper, like differ slightly differently from Procreate. You can like hold on, like touch the screen for like a second or two, and then it'll activate the eyedropper. But I don't know, or you could have like to the left, right there, you can see like there's a little tool to press on in the brush area to also select it and everything. But even that, with little thing that's was enough to make me feel weird. Anyway, here are the live brushes in action. I decided to do it in a weird way. I kind of tried to do it in a way that kind of resembles the other artworks I've done in Procreate, with quote digital paintings, or at least what I consider digitally painted art that involve original artworks, not like portrait studies, realistic portrait studies of Aaron Jeffco, favorite actor of all time, by the way. But yeah, so I tried to color it like I would have done my typical artwork, like the birthday nerd or the snippet drawings or the London calling drawings that I've done in the past, which are on my channel, thanks to Procreate's amazing export video tool. But anyway, yeah, that you can see that I did add some frustrations, even in the footage that I captured, that it was kind of hard to navigate through. So yeah, try to color it in the style that I usually do with my typical artworks in Procreate. But yeah, that just, either I'm just not used to it. Obviously, that's my first attempt you're watching right here, but either that or just the brushes don't function that way. Well, obviously these are live brushes, which, like Lavender Town as well said, that they're different than any other brush that she or anyone would, as of right now at least, would ever experience in a digital art program for the iPad, or maybe a digital art program to begin with, because of these live brushes and what they do. Oh yeah, and the live brushes that you probably already seen from Lavender Town, and in case you come to this video after watching her video to look for any videos about Adobe Fresco and youth, and another video about somebody's take on it. Yeah, they were fun to play with. It is. I feel like I'm just, like rewording like what Lavender Town said all of a sudden. But yeah, it's a very fun app to play around with. It, like the live brushes, especially, like I said earlier, like I implied earlier, or hinted or confirmed earlier, that I use this digital art program purely for that. But and I'm not really a fan of it so far, but only because it felt so weird to try out another program whatsoever, a different program whatsoever. Yeah, it felt really weird. It felt that was probably the only piece of discomfort, if I were to say there was any. That would be the only like least comfortable part of doing this drawing, because so used to doing a different one. And I didn't really look through the different brushes. I didn't like go in depth, like check out the different brushes for myself other than the live brushes. So I didn't look for any textured pen tool that I could have done for this line art part. I didn't necessarily look for any like other textured brushes that don't involve the live brushes, you know. So I don't know. But overall, I did like, other than the discomfort of getting used to it for the very first time usage after having used a different program for so long. I I did enjoy myself using this app. I think a lot of other people would think it's cool, or because a lot of people got wet or excited by the sight of, and the idea of these live brushes. So I guess, but anyway, my first impression is that it felt weird, but just like anything else, at one point when I very first started using it, Procreate felt really weird and needed adjusted to as well, just like Photoshop would need adjusting to until one could become a Photoshop expert. So if I were to put time and effort into getting used to it and everything, I could get used to Adobe Fresco too, if it were 100% free and I could afford it easily, like being a broken artist and everything. At $10 a month, I can't afford that, so already a struggling artist as it is, but I know if I took time and effort to just sit down and, work on it, then I could potentially be an expert at it, like anyone could if they put the time and effort into it, but that is if I were not an already struggling financially artist. But anyway. Still adding line art. It's really, really way too long. I think the more fun part to color with those light brushes, of course, is the blush area. I think that was kind of a cool effect, just adding blush right there. And, adding, blending and stuff. And, yeah, it really gives off of the watercolor texture and everything. And an interesting effect for the hair, skin, yada yada yada. But I don't know what to think about it. I obviously can't afford it, like the $10 a month subscription and everything. I feel like I repeat myself too much. So anyway, yeah, that's my signature, and I'm gonna just call the drawing quits, and maybe it's not like a work that I'm really that proud of, but maybe I'll post it, I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time in whatever video I make. Bye.